So I received a question on the effect of Digiseabass on lifespan, because as the tooltip says, it has a lifespan increase of plus plus, but there's a lot of confusion about whether it works or not, and whether you gain or lose even lifespan when he falls ill from eating Digiseabass. So in this clip I'm just gonna show you what Digiseabass really does, and also why you're probably feeling, and why I myself used to think that it did not work, or like that it didn't actually increase lifespan, but it does. So first off, I've got 100 hours of lifespan left for this Digimon. I've just set it to 100 because that's easy, and I'm not just gonna feed him the Digiseabass, and we'll see his lifespan go up. So that's 3 hours gained. Again, 3 hours. Okay, he refuses. I'm just gonna wait for the hour to pass. There we go. We lost 2 hours of lifespan there just by passing time. I'm aware of that happening. Again, 3 hours gain, but I can't explain why that is. But so far I'm gonna speed it up. We just keep, as long as he eats it, we keep gaining 3 hours of lifespan per Digiseabass, meaning you need 8 Digiseabass for a whole day. He's gonna become sick normally after a while. There we go. He became sick, but we still gain a lifespan. And even afterwards, we gain normal lifespan. We only gained 2 hours there because we just had an hour of time. An hour passed. So that's why. But it's always 3. Right. So I'm gonna reload back. Otherwise I have to cure him. So we gain just 3 hours of lifespan from Digiseabass. Like I said, you need 8 Digiseabass to gain a whole day worth of lifespan. But why myself, and I think a lot of other people think that it does not work, is because we lose more lifespan than we gain, even though we feed them Digiseabass. And that is because of training. There's a weird mechanism that at every 4th hour you lose extra lifespan depending on your happiness. So I'm gonna set his happiness to 100. I'm gonna set the hour to 11 o'clock and 40. This means if I train now, I'm gonna end the training at 12:40. So I end the training at a 4th hour, meaning obviously 3 times 4 is 12, so it's the 3rd, 4th hour of the day. So every 4th hour, that means 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 16 o'clock, 20 o'clock, and 24 o'clock. If you end your training in one of those hours, then you better make sure your happiness is high, because you're gonna lose extra lifespan depending on your happiness. So I started training with 100 happiness. Obviously I'm gonna end it with about 100 happiness. So we ended the training at 99 happiness, as you can see here, and my remaining lifetime only went down 1. Well, we just lost another hour due to the an hour passing, but we only lost 1 hour of training, 1 hour of lifespan during training. So I'm gonna set it back to 11 o'clock. I'm actually gonna freeze time by opening the menu. Set my happiness to 100, so I'm gonna show again just to prevent confusion. Set this to 100. And we train. As you can see, our happiness is 99 at the end of the training. We've lost only 1 hour by training in a 4th hour, or ending the training at a 4th hour. So what happens if I set it to 80? Because the threshold is 80. If you end your training with at least 80 happiness at a 4th hour, you will not get a bonus or extra lifespan reduction. So meaning if I set it to 80, I will end my training with 79 or less happiness, and you will see that I will not end up with 99 hours left, but 98 hours. So I change the hour back to 11 o'clock, that's 40, and here we go. So I'm gonna train right now. Oh wait, he's hungry, right? So I'm gonna feed him some, just to take away all the variables. So again, changing his happiness to 80. It's 11, 40, lifespan is 100. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna train, and we end with 79 happiness, and we lost 2 hours of lifespan, as you can see here. And we have 79 happiness, and we ended training at a 4th hour. This goes, so for if you end the training with at least 80 happiness, you're not gonna lose anything, but you're gonna lose more depending on if your happiness goes lower. So if I'm gonna lower it to minus 100, that's actually the absolute minimum. As you can see here, full blue bar, and he actually gains the fly right away. I'm gonna set this to 100 and set this to the 11th hour. 40 again, and I'm gonna train him. And now we have lost 5 hours of lifespan. 5 hours of lifespan because we had really low happiness. His happiness is going up because of the fly, I can't prevent that. But we're at the lowest possible, so you lose 4 extra hours with just 1 hour of training. And that's why it feels like the Digiseabass is not doing anything, because you're simply losing more than you're gaining. So yeah, if I change this hour to what's the day? Change this to 3 o'clock and to 40, and I change this to minus 100 and set this to 100 again. So we're basically back off, but we're now in the 3rd hour, and we're gonna end the training at the 4th hour, and you'll see we lose again 5 hours of lifespan. If I were to train at the 4th hour and end it at like a non-4th hour, so to say, so at 5 o'clock, then you'll see that even with minus 100 happiness, I will only lose 1 hour. We only lose 1 hour of lifespan. So be very mindful of that when you train. If you really care about lifespan, then either get his happiness up to at least 81, but like just max it, because you're not going to be able to distinguish 81 from 80 on the happiness bar, for as far as I'm aware anyways. So this is 81 and this is 80, nothing changes. I don't think in game, no, you can't tell the difference. So if you really want your Digimon to live the longest, then avoid training at the 4th hour. So 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 16 o'clock, 20 o'clock, or 24 o'clock. Or make sure he ends his training with at least 80 happiness. And feed him Digiseabass, obviously. That's gonna make him grow old. It's the easiest way to get a Valdemon, by the way. Just get a champion. Make sure he can't Digivolve, and just keep feeding him Digiseabass. It's boring, but it's a surefire way. If he stays champion long enough, he will Digivolve into Valdemon. But it just takes a long time. Anyways, that's it. That's where the confusion lies. I hope it's all cleared up now. If there's still any questions, don't be afraid to ask me on stream, or ask me to, or just ask me any question on Skype, through YouTube, through messages through Twitch, or just my Gmail. It's all in the description, or in my channel. I'll just answer questions through emails or even through stream, like this clip. It actually started with a question, but I figured lots more people have questions about this, so I figured, well, I'll just make a clip about it. Obviously I can do it during stream as well, but that's just up to, that depends on the situation and the question. But don't be afraid to ask me anything. I'll be glad to help you out. So thanks for watching everyone, and see you next time. Bye.